Hey, thank you so much for signing up for my home buying webinar. So if you cannot watch it right now, don't worry. I'm going to send you an email and a text message so that you can watch it later on. Now, if you can't watch it, just hold on. We're going to go straight into this video. Again, I'm going to send you a text message on how you can actually get started so we can start looking at what we have to do to get you into a home. We'll look at your credit, see what we have to do in terms of your credit. And then two, we'll see if you don't need any credit, how do we just get you into your house? So if you can't watch it now, I'll just see you later. Make sure you just come back to this video. I'm going to text it to you. Bye. If not, hey, stay here. Let's get into this. So let's get into the home buying. Now, remember, everybody's situation is different, but we're here to figure out what we have to do to help you get into your home. So whatever we got to do to get you into your home is what we're going to do. So this is my whole first time home buying class, first time home buying webinar, whatever you want to call it, this is what it is. And we're going to help you get into your dream home in 6 months or less. That's our thing. We want you to at least be able to get approved for a home in 6 months or less. So let's talk about what we have to do to get you into your home in 6 months or less, and we'll go through all the steps that we have to take. So my name is Rickita. I'm a realtor and credit repair expert, and I'm also an investor also. So I'm a licensed real estate agent with Homestead Realty. I'm also a credit repair expert. I'm a credit repair expert in my own business, so delete, remove. I'm a mother of 4 beautiful children. Yes, I have 4 children. And I bought my first house when I was 23. And I never realized how big that was. But now I'm like appreciating, like, dude, you bought your first house at 23. But I wanted to help others. So that's why I'm doing this now. I want to help others. So I help a client go from, this is my biggest thing. I help a lot of clients, but I help a client go from, hey, we're going to start on your credit till exactly 90 days. You're in your home. So that's less than the 6 months. So that's like 3 months from, hey, we're working on your credit to, oh, your credit is done. Let's get you into the home to, oh, yeah, you got your keys in 90 days. So I help the client do that, and I want to help you guys do that too. Now, this is a client that I personally helped. I helped a lot of credit repair clients repair their credit in 30 days, and they went on to a realtor that I sent to them because I'm going to find your realtor for you. They went on to the realtor, and the realtor helped them get their home in 30 days. So technically, we're at the 60 day, less than 60 days mark now, you guys. But didn't want to put that out there too much because I didn't personally help them find a home. I personally helped her find her home. So let's get into everything, everybody. So these are a few of my first-time home buyers. One of them bought a house with no money down. Another one, well, 2 of them, I helped them repair their credit. And then 2, I had the person in 90 days. Here she is here. 90 days she got in her house. She did everything she had to do. I'm just so proud of her. So these are all my past clients, you guys. Well, it's actually more of them, but when you guys, if I actually personally help you buy a home, send me a picture. Send me a picture. Please help me have a big, I'm going to have all my clients on the wall. So send me a picture, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean, because I'm going to start filling them in. A lot of clients don't send me pictures, or we forget to take pictures at closing, or they're like, oh, look a mess, I don't want to take pictures. Make sure you send me pictures. Seriously. Make sure you send me pictures. So this is the home buying process. First, we got to raise your credit score. So I want you to have your credit score like a 640. And the reason why I say 640 because I want you to have the option of doing no money down, and I don't want any hiccups like, this month we didn't know, but this month your credit card bill, it went up a little bit, which dropped your score some, and now at first you was at the 580, or first you was at 620, now you're at 610, now you're at 570. I don't want any hiccups. So first we got to figure out what we got to do to raise your credit score to the 640 if it's not already there. If it's already there, then you'll just know these tricks to tell your family members, like, listen, I know what you got to do to fix your credit. At least you'll know what you got to do. And then 2, after we raise your credit score, we fix your credit, we want to help you get pre-approved for a mortgage. And that's as simple as, I have Adam, you'll go ahead and schedule a call with him. He'll give you a call. You'll say, hey, Adam, I'm trying to get pre-approved. What do I have to do? He'll take all the information, and then he'll be able to send you that pre-approval if you're able to get pre-approved. Now, for some reason, if you're not able to get pre-approved, he'll let you know, hey, just fix these 2 things, or fix these 3 things, and we'll be good to get you pre-approved. So Adam will help you with that. And again, I'll give you his information. I'll show you how to schedule a call. Now, after you get pre-approved, you got to talk to your realtor and find your dream home. And I can't wait to go through that process with you guys. You got to actually find the home that you want. After you find the home that you want, you got to close on your dream home. So when I say close, that means that you're getting your keys. Like, this is my house. I signed all the documents. Like you gonna scream in a house and run like you crazy because you finally got the house right. So that's what closing means. And then too, after you get your credit together, after you get your house together, I want you to maintain this. I don't want you to get it and then you lose it. A lot of people get these different things and then they lose it. I do not want you to actually lose it. So I'm going to show you how you can actually maintain it. So let's talk about what you have to do to raise your credit score to a 620 or higher. Now, again, if you see, this is the results here for one of past clients. The credit score went up 103 points in that small, like 7 days. Because don't forget, Credit Karma changes every 7 days. So in 7 days, it went up that amount of points. Now, I'm going to tell you guys all the tricks, and I'm going to give you guys the cheat sheet on how you can get your credit score up. And I just want you to check it off the list. Like, check it off the list, and you'll be fine. So first, we got to remove all the negative items on your credit reports. If you got bankruptcies, charge-offs, if you had a foreclosure before, if you got medical bills, student loans, that's bad. Student loans have to be bad. A bankruptcy, late payments, all those different things, I want to get it removed from your credit report. Getting those items removed from your credit report is really going to bring your credit score up really high. So that's the first thing I want us to do. I want us to remove all the negative items. That's going to really boost your credit score up high. Now, while we remove those negative items, I need you to add on 4 positive accounts. And this is going to be on the cheat sheet. So the 4 positive accounts can be as simple as, okay, do I have the Capital One credit card? Capital One will give you 2 of them, Quicksilver and Platinum. Then you got Credit One Bank and you got Victoria's Secrets. Those 4 credit cards right there will really help you get to the 620. And a lot of people think that they need the big Discover, Chase, Wells Fargo. You do not need that to get to the 620, 640, or even get higher. But those are easy credit cards you guys can get, and they're on a cheat sheet. So go ahead and just check it off. Go ahead and check it off, and then there you go. Your credit score should be getting up to past that 640. Now, there's a bonus, and I'll talk about it at the end of the video on how you can actually boost your credit score higher. So we're going to talk about that at the end, so make sure you guys stick around. And when I say higher, I mean clients are getting like $60, 60 points. Like instantly, like that. Like, oh my gosh, they're getting 60, not instantly, but not 30 days. Like, it's easy approval. Everybody should be able to get pre-approved. That's what I'm talking about. So stick around for that bonus. Now, I want you guys to have an installment account. Installment account can be your student loans if they're positive and paid on time, your car note if it's positive and paid on time. If you already had a past mortgage, make sure it's positive and paid on time. And any other thing where you took some money from a bank and you got to pay a certain amount every month until it's paid. Now, if you do not have an installment account, or if you even do have an installment account, we need to get you some extra points. I suggest that you sign up for something called Self-Lender. Now, I'm going to send you the video for Self-Lender. I'm going to send you the link for Self-Lender because I do not want you to be out the loop of what Self-Lender is. But Self-Lender is when you pay $48 every month, and in a year, they're going to send you all that money back that you paid. But every month while you were paying, they're going to report it to the credit bureau that you paid on time, and the credit bureau is going to be like, oh, that's good. Let's raise that credit score up. So that's an account I always want clients to get because you're saving. You're really saving. Some clients like, I don't want to buy a house in 6 months or less. So I always tell clients, okay, well, do the Self-Lender. So when you're ready to buy, you'll have money sitting there waiting on you. So you can do the Self-Lender, and then too, there's another account called Kickoff. And I have a video on my YouTube page, so if you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. When I personally signed up for Kickoff, my credit score went up 36 points, and it only took about 2 weeks. So I really want you to sign up for that, because I can imagine if you're in the 300s, 400s, 500s, 600s, what it's going to do. So I want you guys to really sign up for that account, and it's free. You don't have to put any money down on it. What they're going to do is they're going to loan you $12, and every month you got to click and give them back $1 in this virtual account. So this is like really amazing. I want you guys to really sign up for it. Now, say if you have any credit cards, I want you to pay your credit cards down. So I don't want you to spend more than 5% of your credit cards. So say if you have a $300 credit card, you technically should not spend more than $15. And I have a video on utilization because I want to make sure you guys pay all your bills down. That's a big thing. Make sure your credit cards do not have a high balance on it because that can be bringing down your credit score a lot. Seriously. And then too, just make sure you pay all your bills on time. A late payment could drop your score 80 points. So do not pay your bills late, because if you pay them late, it's going to drop your credit score, and you don't want those problems. Then you got to come to me like, hey, Rickita, can you remove this? And we got to fight to try to get this removed. So let's just avoid it all together by making sure that you pay all of your bills on time, and then you'll be fine. So look at that. It's a nice living room. But we had to get you pre-approved. Say your credit score is at that 649. You're like, Rickita, I'm ready to buy a house. I got my money saved. Like, what do I need to do? First, we got to get you pre-approved. Now, for you to get pre-approved, we got to just schedule a call with Adam. He'll be able to get you pre-approved. Usually that day, it shouldn't take that long. You're probably on the phone for 15 minutes. He's going to be able to email you your pre-approval. Make sure you have all your documents ready so that you can be able to give him your real numbers, and he can let you know, okay, well, I was able to approve you for $300,000. He'll let you know how much you're able to get approved for. So you need to make sure you have 2 years of work history. The income minimums is $1,000. I need you to have the last 60 days of your bank statements, the last 30 days of your check stubs, a copy of your ID, copies of your W-2s, and then your tax returns. If you're self-employed, you need to have your tax returns. So these are all the documents that you'll need to get to him right away when you first start off. And these are easy documents. You should have these documents at home, or you most likely have them online. So next, after you get pre-approved with him, he'll let you know how much you're pre-approved for, how much you got to put down, what percent of your home you have to put down too. Some people do no money down with it. They don't have to put any money down at all. And that's what I want you guys to think about too. They got the WIDA out there, and then they got the USDA, but I want you to make sure you talk to Adam and say, hey, what options do you have for no money down? I want to try that. If you don't want to put no money down and you want to put an actual amount down, then definitely talk to him about that too. Like, what's best? Because some people don't understand. I really want you to pay this house off as soon as possible. So if you can put a lot of money down, that's like a blessing. That's a plus. So after Adam is able to tell you how much you're pre-approved for, you get your pre-approval letter, I can send you over to your realtor now. Now, this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets juicy. Because this is where you're going to get your house. Now, it's like, okay, let's look into these houses. Let's go and look. You're not on Zillow anymore. You're not looking at the homes that I may have sent you. You're really looking at homes. You're going in person, like just you. You're going in person to look at these homes. So first, I want you to schedule a call with your realtor, or your realtor is, they'll call you or you'll call them, and y'all schedule a time where you're going to actually sit down. They're going to let you know all the different options that they can help you with. Like, okay, I'm going to help you get it to your home. This is the time we're going to go look. They'll give you a rundown on how they like to do things. Now, every realtor is different. Now, a lot of times a realtor would like you to sign an agreement so that you can be exclusive with them. Make sure you read over the agreement. Make sure you understand everything that's going on. So definitely take this time to relax and be serious, and know that this is that time where you have to really find your home. So the realtors send you a list of homes. I usually like to send my clients a list of homes. Sometimes realtors just like to take you out on homes too. But I like to get sent the list of homes. I want to look through them. Like, oh no, I didn't like the bathroom. I don't want to go into a house and not know that I didn't like it. Like, look at this bathroom here. I love that tub. Like, and I've been in a tub like that already, and it's amazing. Like, it's really amazing. So I know when I see a picture, like, I want to see this home. So I want you guys to really look through the pictures. I want you guys to know what you want. So when it goes time that you actually find your home, the realtor already scheduled a time with you. What they're going to want to do too is they're going to want to schedule a time for you guys to go on showings. Now, when I say go on showings, that's the time where they actually show you these different homes. So you're going to go through these different homes. Like, you'll tell your realtor, I want 3 bedrooms, I want 4 bedrooms, I want 5,000 acres, whatever you want it. And they're going to show you these different homes. I want you to go in there, smell it, like really imagine yourself being there. And if you don't get instant like goosebumps, that's not your house. When you go into the house, you're going to be like, oh my God. Like, do you remember, like, well, hopefully you're still traveling, but with the corona right now, I don't know. But you remember like going into an Airbnb, a brand new Airbnb, or going into a nice hotel, and you're like, oh, this is so nice. And you just lay down, like you're excited to be there. You should get that overwhelming feeling like, yeah, right, I can have this. This is amazing. Like, if you like, oh, that's not your house. Seriously, it's not your house. So after you find the house that you want, you have to put an offer in on it. Now, the offer is when it comes down to putting an offer in, right now the market is to the point where it's a lot of people buying. So you may have a lot of people that's in competition with you, but if it's not a lot of people buying during the time that you're buying, that's really good. That's really good. That means you don't have any competition. I don't want you to have competition. Competition means that you're spending more money. Remember that. Competition means you possibly have to spend more money, or you have to be slick about how you do everything. You got to be quick, should I say. But when you find a house, you have to put an offer in on it. Now, say we're trying to buy a $350,000 home. Let's just say it's $350,000. Just because they want $350,000 don't mean that you have to pay $350,000. You can pay $320,000. You can pay $310,000. Whatever you want to pay is what you can actually pay for. You'll put that down in your offer. But make sure you see how much your home can possibly be worth. Look around homes that's similar to that in the area and see how much they're going for, because that's how much your home will be going for too. And you'll see if they overpriced it. Sometimes these sellers overprice it on purpose because they know you're going to want to talk them down on it. And then some sellers just think they should get a lot of money for a house that they shouldn't get a lot of money for too. So keep that in mind. So if you have a home that you want to get, you have to get an accepted offer on it. So your realtor will send in an offer with the amount of money that you said you want to pay for it. And then when they send in that offer for that amount of money, it's up to the seller to say, yep, we're going to do it, or no, we don't want to do it, or hey, we can do it, but let's change a few things. Or they can just ignore you. Those are 4 things that can really happen when it comes down to an offer. Now, either way it goes, your realtor will help you through this process. I just wanted you to know what it's like. A lot of times they go ahead and say if you put a amount that's too low and you don't have a lot of competition, they will go ahead and send you a counter offer back. Okay, we can't do 310, Rickita, but can we go up to, 330? We's at 350. Can we go up to 330? They will try to help you, or sometimes they'll stand firm. They'll probably only give you $5,000 off, $1,000 off, but make sure it's right for you. Regardless, make sure it's right for you. Now, after you get that accepted offer, you got to put something down called the earnest money. Now, earnest money depends. It really will depend. You could put $500 down. Sure, you can put $100 down, some earnest money, depending on what you're buying. You can put $100 down. You could put $20,000, $30,000 down, depending on what you're buying. Remember that. So I have clients that got to put a lot of money down because, their home is $600,000, $700,000. So it just really depends, but it will depend on how much you said in the contract too. So make sure you ask your realtor, okay, how much are we putting down right away? But the amount of money that you're putting down will come from the amount that you have to put down at closing. So keep that in mind. Now, you have to keep this in mind too. You don't have to get an inspection on the property. You do not have to get an inspection. It's not mandatory, but I really suggest that, seriously, that little money that you're spending on an inspection is not going to hurt you. It really is not going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you when you buy the wrong home and you realize, man, I should have just paid that little extra money so that they could have told me that this was wrong, because now I got to pay $20,000. Some clients, they get into a home and it's like, oh my gosh, I did not even know this could be wrong. And I'm like, yep, that's why I told you to get the inspection. Because if something is wrong and you already bought the home, it's yours now. I really want you to look into getting an inspector. Your realtors, you already know inspectors. I already know inspectors. So this should be a fairly easy thing, but you're able to pick your inspector. Nobody else. You are able to pick it. You have that say so. Now, when it comes down to the appraisal, the bank or the mortgage company, whoever you're getting your loan through, they get to pick the appraiser because they want to make sure that they're not going to be overpaying on the house. So if we're going to say if we accepted that offer at $330, if we're going to pay $330,000 for a home, they want to make sure that the house is really worth that $330,000 and it's not worth $300,000 where they're going to be losing money. So that's what the appraiser is there for. So the appraiser is going to go out there with the inspection. The inspector, you're able to go out there and get the inspection done with them. But when it comes down to the appraiser, no, they're going to go out there and do their thing. So don't worry about it. They'll let you know how much it's worth. And if it's worth more, a client has worth like $40,000 more, then you don't tell them. Sometimes they want to try to come with any type of thing on the back out of the offer when they find out this house is worth way more than they were selling it to you for. They want more of their money. They're like, wait, I'm missing out on $30,000, $40,000. You're kidding me. I need my money. So don't tell them about that. But after the appraisal come through, let me move my big head out the way. Literally. Let's move me out the way. So after you do your appraisal, you'll have your final walkthrough. You'll do your final walkthrough and you get your closing disclosures. So when it comes down to your closing disclosure, that's when they're going to tell you how much you're going to pay for your mortgage and how much you have to put down on your loan and where all the money is going to in terms of how much the realtors are getting paid, how much the realtor is getting paid, how much you're paying for your tax, how much you're paying for your insurance, where all the money is going, how much the seller is going to get after everything is paid for, what you're paying for in terms of, hey, you had these extra fees, if you had any extra fees. They're going to go over all that in your closing disclosure. So make sure you go over this with the loan officer if you have any questions. So all you have to do, I'm going to make another video. I'm going to have a loan officer really break down what these different lines are on here. So make sure you follow my YouTube page because more videos is coming soon. But don't forget too, your loan officer is there for a reason. The person that's helping you get the loan, call Adam, or if he puts you in contact with somebody else, you call him if you have any questions in regards to a loan. Don't just sit there and you had a question. Now, when it comes down to your mortgage is paid. Your mortgage is paid monthly, so you'll have your due date for your mortgage. They'll let you know when your mortgage is due every month. And then, too, they'll let you know your mortgage payment. Now, remember, your mortgage payment is made of multiple things. You have your actual mortgage, so that's the set amount that you'll pay for your mortgage. And then on top of that set amount, they're going to tell you, okay, you have to pay a certain amount for your taxes. So your taxes is one big amount, but they're going to divide it up in 12 months. So every month you'll pay a portion. So at the end of the year, all that money you've been paying is enough to pay your taxes because your taxes are due at the end of the year. It's enough to pay your taxes. You pay your taxes, you're good, right? Another thing too, you have your mortgage, you have your taxes, and then you have your insurance. You're able to pick your own insurance company. I personally started off with a State Farm, and if you want the information to start off with State Farm, I'll definitely give you that information. I started off with State Farm. That's what I went through to actually get my insurance. But you're able to get your insurance with whoever you want to get your insurance with. But make sure you shop around a little bit. When I say shop around, see how much you will pay out at these different places. Because I started with State Farm, but now I'm with Progressive. So keep that in mind. You can go with whoever you want to go with, but it's up to you. Now, you have to get something from the insurance company letting you know how much your premium is per year so that you can give it to the mortgage company because they're going to divide that up into 12 payments just like your taxes, and every month you're going to pay a chunk of that too. So you're going to pay your mortgage, and they're going to bulk your taxes in with that. They're going to bulk your insurance in with that, and then they have something called PMI. That's mortgage insurance. Now, that's something that you have to pay if you're not putting 20% down on your home. So until you pay out 20% of your home, you're going to keep having to pay that, unless you're doing like a VA loan. And there's other loans out there too. You can talk to Adam like, hey, is there a way I can avoid the PMI? A lot of clients don't understand what that is, but that's like, I see it $100, $200, $300, $400. It's extra money that you're paying in terms of insurance towards a home if you mess up and default on it. But at the same time, it's like, why should I pay this extra insurance? So your payment will be mixed in terms of they'll be combining all these different things, and you're going to pay that big one mortgage payment. But don't forget, your mortgage is your mortgage, taxes, insurance, and PMI. All of those together is what your mortgage payment is. And then don't forget to the interest on your home. So I always miss that and always leave it out. You have your interest on your home too. That's going to be tied into that too. Now, your closing is where it's like, well, you know what? We didn't go. The closing is where you're going to get the keys to your home. And then on top of getting your keys to your home too, you got to sign all them documents. But before you get the keys to your home, I want you to go look at your home through the final walkthrough. So you're going to get your closing disclosures, but I want you to do the final walkthrough. If there's anything wrong in that inspection that they were supposed to fix, that's the time where you're going to go in there and you're going to look around and see if everything is fixed. You're going to get excited about being into this home, getting into your home. That's when you're going to like just sit in there and just sit there for a while and just like, oh my gosh, I just love this house. You're going to make sure everything is it looks exactly the same or is fixed. Say if they were supposed to fix something to where it's supposed to be fixed from the time you've seen it. So if there's a new hole in the wall, you like, dude, what is this hole? I remember me and a client went into a basement, it was flooded, and she's supposed to be closing soon. So those different things, I want you guys to keep that stuff in mind. Like, look at these different things. See if there's anything different from when you were supposed to buy the home. And then, too, after that, you got to go to your thing. So with your closing, like I said, that's when you got to sign that big stack of papers. So you got the big stack of papers that you'll have to sign. And on top of signing a big stack of papers, too, you're going to get your keys. So make sure you bring your ID. Don't forget on their closing disclosure, they told you exactly down to the penny on how much you got to pay, bring in terms of your down payment. Now, don't forget to a client that didn't no money down with me. He actually already put down $169. I talked to a client. She said her friend only put down $7. $7, y'all, like $7. That's like crazy. But they put $7 down on their home, and they was able to get into their home, so that's really good. Now, you'll need your ID, you'll need your check, and you need to come there ready for pictures because this is a big moment. It's like the American dream kind of thing. Everybody want to buy a home. Everybody wants to own something. People come to America just for this. So understand that this is a big moment for you. So when you go in there, make sure you be excited. Make sure you're ready for pictures because you're going to actually do your closing. So the closing will be actually you just sign a lot of documents. They're going to say, hey, sign here. This is that. This is that. They're going to give you a copy of all these different documents. You're going to have a notary there. So they're going to be able to notarize all these different documents for you just to say that, yep, this is her signature. And then, too, after you sign all the documents, they're going to give you your keys. And then the house is yours. Yes, you bought a house, right? And it's so simple. Like, think about it like this. All of these steps can be done in 2 weeks. I know I went into detail, but all this stuff can be done in 2 weeks. Or less sometimes, depending on how you're buying and, what's the terms of everything. But 2 weeks is not bad at all. So keep that in mind. 2 weeks, you can have all this stuff done. Now, after you do all of that, now you bought your house, now you got your credit together, I want you to maintain this. I don't want you just to get your house. I don't want you to get your credit together in terms of get the credit cards you want, get the car you want, which I suggest you get your car after you get your house. Do not get a car before your house. A car can stop you from getting a house. A house cannot stop you from getting a car. Remember that. Unless you got late payments, then a house can't stop you because it can drop your credit score. But I want you to get your car after you get your house. Now, I want you to maintain this. I want you to make sure you pay your mortgage on time. That's number one. Pay all of your bills on time. And then don't max out any credit cards. Remember, I want you guys to spend only 5%. Do not spend more than 5%. And then don't close any old accounts. Old accounts really help boost your credit score, and I don't want you to close them. Closing them is going to really drop your credit score. I want you to keep these open, and then these are the cards that you will add your family members, like your kids, on as authorized users, especially when they become of age. So when they're 18, they go directly to 700s, and you can teach them how to get into a 4 family with no money down, or I can help them do things like that. Help them get into a 4 family where, okay, I understand you was going to go to college, but you were going to stay off the campus. They can actually do that in their own home and rent out the other units, and they'll make so much money while they're in college, and they don't have to worry about expenses. Teach them how to fish for themselves. Teach them how to take care of themselves. Don't take care of them. Teach them how to take care of themselves. And then two, I want you to find a side hustle. And I did this math yesterday. So imagine if you only bring in an extra $12 a day. Whatever you got to do, bring in an extra $12, make it $13 a day. In 5 years, you would have paid you would have made $30 extra $1,000 just doing $12 a day. $30,000. Imagine if you put that towards the principal of your mortgage payment. You will have that mortgage paid off so quick, it's going to be crazy. And then multiply it too. Say if you make more money, multiply that number then. If you're like, oh no, I can put more than that into the side. I blow money all the time. Instead of going out to eat, go make you some food at home. You'll save that money. I'm telling you. Put that money towards your mortgage. You'll have your mortgage paid off. Say if you got 30 years on, you'll have it paid off quickly. You may have it paid off. If you keep doing that thing, just think about it like this. You're paying your regular mortgage payment, and on top of that, you're paying in 5 years, you're paying $30,000. In 10 years, you're going to be paying $60,000. In 15 years, you're at $90,000. Like, you could really have your mortgage paid off. If you keep just doing that $12 a day like that, you can have your mortgage paid off in like 15 years. Seriously. Because I'm going to get you already paying your mortgage payment, and you'll have it paid off before then. So that's a good trick I want you guys to do, and that's just $12 a day. That's it. $12. Can you find $12 somewhere? Like, seriously. And then add value to your home too. Get your kitchen remodeled. Get your bathroom remodeled if it's not remodeled. Get a deck put out in the backyard. Get your basement finished out. These different things bring value to your home. So do that. Because bringing value to your home, when you finally decide to sell it, it can be worth extra $10, $20, $30, $40,000 depending on what you did to your home. Sometimes to $100,000, depending on how much your home is worth too. Start off with that you can even add that much value. So make sure you add value to your home. It looks like I'm laying on a rug, you guys. So add value to your home. So remember, let's schedule this free consultation. When I say a free consultation, we're going to figure out the steps to get you into your home. So go ahead and call us or text us at 414-255-0803. Don't forget, I'm going to send you the links now. So you should get a text message right about now to your phone to let you know, here are the next steps So make sure you follow those steps, schedule a call, and we're going to help you get into your home. If you wouldn't like, no, Rickita, I'm motivated. I know I can get my 640 credit score. Like, remember, clients, they're raising their credit score. Look at the one that I sent you. Let's see if we can go back to that. That is a lot. That's a lot of points, and they're past that 640 mark. This is the type of client where it was like, okay, where were they at first? Let's do the math at where they were at first. They weren't at the 640 mark. They were at 627. They're the type of client where it's like, okay, you're at 627. I want you to do this trick to boost your credit score, and then you get 103 points, and now you're at 730 instead of 640. That is like amazing. Let's figure out how we can do something like that for you. So we're going to figure out what we have to do something like that for you. Now, when you call us, we're going to help you get all 3 of your credit reports and scores. And then 2, we're going to review your credit reports for free in terms of this is what you have to do. And then 2, this is the bonus. Ask us how we can help you get $10,000 added to your credit reports. Getting $10,000 added to your credit reports is really going to boost your credit score up a lot. A minimum amount of 20 points. Like, seriously. And 20 points is a lot, especially knowing that you're right there. Mine personally went up 60 points when I did it. So I don't want to say the exact number in terms of minimums, but mine went up 60. That's all I can tell you. I hope yours can go up more too. So schedule that call. I sent you the text message. I want to follow up with you, and I can't wait to help you.